Hello. I'm gonna be going over how I made this remix. Because it seemed like many people were interested in how I did it. I'll just jump in immediately. This is how my project looks. I have all the stems here just muted. It starts with the vocal swell, the pad throughout the whole intro. And I achieved it by going to Edison and just blurring it. What is it here? That creates like a nice pad which you can just throw in the background. I believe you can also just use Fruity Convolver's white or pink or white and it would do a similar thing. How'd you do it? Was it worth the time? Let's see. On the vocals, most of these things are things I automate later on. We just have a small delay. How'd you do it? I think that's the only effect right now, along with OTT and a bit of mids. I have this second layer in the background, which is just pitched up. I have just like a tiny reverb on it, which makes it sound like it's in a room. Random EQ. I think also a Haas effect, yes. Stereo delay. The second layer just makes it feel more dimensional, makes it add some kind of shine to the vocal. When you took them all one by when you took them all. We have the little keys here, which I made in Phase Plant. I have this granular layer for that ear candy. It's just some random sample, but the synth itself is just a saw with a tiny unison and a filter movement. And also the pan is moving around. So it's very easy to recreate. I have some random effects on it. Just earlier I had discovered that I can use cardinal synth effects. There's like millions of trillions of quadrillions of effects here, which are all free. You can just use them if you know how to route them, I guess. It's like a granular delay. I have these reverb swells. And I have delay with these settings. Like this analog delay feel where it goes away. I love this plugin for both reverb and delay. I also automated reverb on this. Just a fruity reverb to make this second half like even more lush. I have something crazy going on here. Oh, this is just, yeah, I recreated the synth in 3x oscillator, and I did this weird stuff because I can use the slide notes. These are all just tiny ear candies. Like, I don't know how to preview this. Just tiny little details. And they're all panned in various ways. Like this is the pan. Then we get into here. I stop all of the delays, all of the reverbs, everything. So it's like a totally sudden stop. Just took the last part here and just copied it. Thought it would be interesting. But we have a kick, which has a very long tail. I think I would have cut the tail out, but I decided to turn it into like the bass line. So I made it into an instrument and just used it. I have a thing for using bass instruments really high up, because I think it's something you don't expect. But yeah, here I guess the main idea was just repeating the U and trying to incorporate more of the lyrics, but the U stays intact. I have a little reverb automation here. Using Exoverb Micro, which is a very nice spatial reverb thing. I like throwing on the Studio B and just playing around with it. Then also this little stutter to, you know, have more variation on how the vocals end. Yeah, here I like how it abruptly cuts, and to not do it again, I thought I'd try to stutter. Here I'm starting to pan them around. I have one chop here which is panned more to the left. And now I introduce a different chop. So now I have two chops going at once. So I thought I'd try to like diverge them so that for the second half there's like two lanes of chops. I thought that was a very interesting effect. And I keep doing variations on these chops. Like these ones just cut off. And this one goes the full way. And these have like another tiny stutter effect. Like I'm just duplicating it here, making it shorter. Another stutter effect at the end. I think stutters are a very good thing to incorporate everywhere. Or maybe it's not typical, I don't know. And in the second half here, I let the vocals actually sing all the way. In the first half, I'm hinting towards lyrics and just like cutting you off and cutting you off. And then in the second half, I let you actually hear the words. But I keep the initial chops. And I add like harmonies to them. I just pitch them around. I think I pan them around, yeah. Here I just pitched it with new tone to have like a second melody. Wait, I want to see what I'm doing here. Yeah. It's like using the chop here. We have the you like. They're still like playing with each other. Having a different rhythm. The bass is still doing stuff. I think I added an extra punch for the kicks in the second half. Oh yeah. Oh, very interesting. I have this high note, right? And I'm panning it around. This is crazy. This is what I said earlier. I like to use high notes for bass instruments because it's like, what is this? That's not something you would expect. I also like how I crossfaded it in a way where it has like those weird sampler artifacts. It adds a lot of interesting character to it. We have these chops fading out slowly so that they could be replaced by new chops. Which is actually getting vocoded here. We have a vocoder like automating in. Ooh, and we also have like cellos or something. Wait. Those are just labs, cello moods. It's free. I want to see what the vocoder. Yeah, the vocoder is just a saw wave with nothing on it. But it has phase randomness, which is a really fun thing in 3x oscillator. It's like an interesting way to add width. Here we have another stutter, which I'm using effector grain, which just is like a stutter thing. It's like if you click down and it stutters it. And yeah, this keeps being vocoded. Vocoded layer. I gave you every song, went from 3 to 2. I have another instance of 3x oscillator with again phase randomness. It's just a triangle with a bit of noise. And we have some kind of distortion on it. Oh, I'm using this other granular module in Cardinal Synth, but I'm not using it for the effect. I'm actually just overdriving it because I like the sound of the distortion that this creates. Like I don't know if this is specific to this. Maybe this could be achieved with anything, but I just noticed if I overdrive it. Like I love that. I don't know how to achieve that elsewhere. Saturator, just a low cut, extra micro. I have an extra sub under it. Because this is like super stereo and it has the phase randomness, which means for subs that's not gonna be very pleasant. of the original hat loop stem. I think that's kind of just it for this section. I do a little pan thing at the end for the bass. And I'm also slowly automating a pulse wave into it. Oh, I also automate a little pitch envelope, which makes it like hit a little bit more, like if I try to do it too much. And it's like do do do. We have a tiny riser. And then for the pre-drop, I sort of radio the voice. I assume originally I just had it like this. But it's so much nicer with, first of all, the radio effect, but also this like little bounciness. Dum, 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 to, you know, prepare for the drop where I actually did the same thing. Yeah, I think this radio filter was an important part. This is the EQ for it. Let's see what we have here. We have our big bass. Wow, this is such a simple bass. Oh my god. It is just a saw wave with a tiny bit of white noise, compression, distortion. And then there's a few effects. We have our trusty sound goodizer at max. An empty EQ, of course there is. Basslane, which is a very cool plugin, which I don't see people use. It adds side harmonics to a frequency range. And it does it in a very interesting way. Like to me that just sounds wide now. And I haven't heard many other plugins do something like this. It creates some weird distortion artifacts, but it depends on your use case, whether it's good or not. Heatwave. Heatwave is another just fun, free plugin for like punch and gritty saturation. Reverb on the bass. Not even adding much. Certainly have a low cut on the reverb. It's at 400 for me. So without effects. Wow, that sounds baby. Oh yeah. I think sound goodizer, heatwave. Yeah. I also have this muted here, which I'm not using. So this is like also a cool bass sound. The very important thing about this bass is that I'm pitch gliding it actually on every note. Like I could have added just a pitch envelope, have it, you know, put something like this on here. But I decided to have like legato, have a bit of glide on here and slide down. Like this is without the slide. That certainly isn't as powerful as this. So this glide is adding loads of punch. Like if I mute them. Still sounds nice, but with it unmuted. Yeah, it hits. It hits. I love that I don't name anything, so I just don't know where anything is. Let's see the super saw. Saw wave an octave up. Both have unison. Then like another saw wave. 23? Oh, wait, what? Huh? What is this? What the hell? Wait, what is happening? Oh! Okay, the first two are just going directly out. First one has crazy chorus on it. 100 mix, super high depth, fast voices, fast frequency. So this is just like ugly noise, along with a bit of white noise, layered with these to just add more grit. Let's see. Yeah, it just adds like that noisy element. For the effects, I have again the distortion through this module. OTT, low cut, that's it. I'm doing some like note things here. I try to add various like weird rhythms everywhere. Yeah, this is a exported thing, which I added. Oh, I added the pre-computed reverb here. And some stereo delay and pitched it up, this too. This is the worst reverb. This is bathroom reverb. This is the reverb you get in a bathroom. The bass never hits without the super saw. Ah, dude, that's so good. Vocals have an octave on them for the drop. Vapor is a cool plugin. I think everyone should try Vapor. I've been looking for a diffusion plugin, and this works. You can hear like a weird artifact. That comes from the pitch shifter in FL Studio, the voice mode. I love the voice mode for creating these weird artifacts, because if you have polyphonic sound coming into the pitch shifter, it's like not sure which pitch to pick, and so it starts pitch shifting differently based on that. And yeah, then I turned this part into another sampler, which goes into like its own melody. I have some shenanigans here. I have the face plant here coming in again. To be like a layer for the saw. Ooh, I'm incorporating a beep instrument. Adding an extra harmony there. For the vocals, you see there's this chop. For the first half, it like stays here. And the second half, it gets a new chop. And ends with just the lyrics going to the end. Some sound effects. What is this? Oh. Yeah, some fun variation for the drums. For this vocal, this ending here. I made this repeat for the next 2 bars. It's this whole theme of repeating, you know, like the chops. Taking this and just repeating. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is the pitch shifter doing weird stuff again. I really like how this flows into like the next bit of melody here. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. Do I have like something else here? The beep. Oh yes. What the hell? Okay, I gotta also mention the beep thing. They have their own repeating pattern. I love what the beep is doing. Like adding these really video gamey splanky little. And I love the glide down. Vocals are doing another. Oh yeah. For this end here, I think an important thing is these. I think that's very important. Woo! Oh, like sparkles. Oh my god. You can see the pan. These are all panned around. Oh my god, what is happening here? Why are there? I think the chords here are very cool. These are directly inspired by Violet Pony's Hush. It's one of the best songs in the world. I automated reverb at the end. Let's see. I have an extra reverb on the master to automate it here. It seems I'm also automating the release of the supersaw. Makes it feel lighter and lusher. But yeah, all the reverb just cuts out here. There's a riser, which just stops. We have this big hit here, which I just quickly layered sound effects. I also did the vocal glitches. Sort of underscores-esque. The effect comes from going to Edison, and if you put on loop, it's going to loop, and while it's looping you can change the length. And that is a very fun thing to play around with. I made a few layers of those and panned them differently. Bass also. Bass is more low pass now. Automating the reverb and the master again. Automating an EQ on the master? Oh, okay. The radio effect. Maybe if I do it like this. Maybe that makes more sense. I don't know. Also, I have the glitch effect here, which is from the upcoming vocal. To prepare you for that, you know. And now we have a new synth. Triangle, pulse, phase random, and then arpeggiator with it on random, and that makes it sound really granular. I wanted to use the same chords because it's very easy to copy and paste, and I thought, like, how could I make them be different or feel different? So I tried an arpeggiator, and I stumbled upon this sound which sounded really nice. I added a delay on it. I think essentially all the plugins I've mentioned so far are free except for Faceplant. So I have that pad, and then I have the same synth without the arpeggiator and just an OTT on it. And those together. Vocals are just normal, just how they were at the start, I think. Tire screech. Oh, the cello comes back. Oh, yes. G minor melancholy, C melancholy, which have OTT on them. OTT on everything. And then we have rock sounds from, oh, it's charcoal sounds from Wangle Line. Just some extra vibes. I threw it in the same mixer track as the pad. And this sounds like I'm doing a lot again. But it's just copy and pasted from the previous. Wow, that's pretty. Okay. The only change I made to this part was like making it continue on. Now we get into a build-up with a bass. Starts high pass again. I assume it's gonna automate a bit. I think I'm doing something with the beep again. Taking this chord, throwing it up here, twice as fast, octave up, twice as fast, octave up. Just adding more twinklies. Very subtle ear candy. I seem to be automating this one. Like I'm adding an octave above saw to make it have more power now. I slightly changed this part. And I added these random. For more sparkle. Wow, that's a lot of notes. It's like wind chimes. More rocks. Let's go. Also, again, vocoded vocals. We have a little ride here. We have this riser. The vocals, yeah. Again, another repeating chop, which overlaps itself. And a frequency shifter. Going down now. Probably some EQ as well. Oh yeah, it's just going into this radio again. I don't know why I did this. I don't know if that's necessary. I honestly, at this point, there was like maybe like 15 minutes before the deadline. So I was like, oh my god, I need to do everything. I just threw these here. I was like, whatever. Cuts out. The frequency shifter goes really low, and then it's quiet for a bit. We have just a normal dry vocal. And vocal glitch effect again. Any risers? Why is there two of them? Let's see what's different here. Oh, this. Octave chops. I gave you every song you know. At this point, I literally had maybe 10 minutes to go or something. So, as much as it was a stylistic choice to not have drums in this section, it was like I had to pick that option because I didn't have time to make the drums interesting, and I wasn't gonna just do the boom, boom, cha, boom again. So had these first three, and then bring them back. And no more drums. There's like 6 drums here. I very quickly made like this other layer for the super saw. Just some saw thing with unison. Other thing which has a huge phase disperse envelope. Foreman has an envelope. Chorus, compression, reverb, distortion, EQ. Oh, linear fold distortion, wow. But yeah, this instrument is adding the main character in this second drop. Yeah, these sound nice. This one here is like the hardest hitting one for me. Like that just like poof. I don't know why it hits so hard. Jesus. It's the same, yeah, it's all the same pattern as the first drop because I just quickly copy pasted it. I had like 10 minutes. It's like, oh no, I have to just quickly do something. It's a little different because I didn't copy over any of the, you know, automations. You can hear the vocal chop melody again here. But it doesn't have the audio clip chops before it, so it's like reminding you of the first drop, but it isn't all the same. And the beeps here, now you can hear them a lot better. You can't hear them as much here. So it's all the same stuff, just along with this thing here now. This project just ends here because I then exported this sound. I was doing the same glitch stuttering thing. I went into a new project. I had this part exported, and then I took that into that project and I like cut them together in a way which would work. I had to make the ending abrupt. I literally had like 5 minutes. And with this stutter effect, I remembered Jane Remover used it in one of her songs. I'm certain she used the same method to do it, but yeah, this is like a really cool way to end. It's just like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? I personally don't find this convincing. I could have executed this a lot better if I had more time. It sounds like I did this. I just did boom. This was what I felt was my like main shortcoming, but I guess it wasn't a big shortcoming if I got 3rd place with it. But yeah, I guess that's the breakdown of this. Thank you for the support and for getting 3rd place. That was kind of crazy. I hope you got something out of this. If you didn't get anything, I think you should at least try out all the free plugins I showed because I think they're very powerful. Mcharverb, everyone should use this as a reverb sometimes. Cardinal Heatwave is nice. Baseline Spectral Compressor, go check that out. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Whoa.